Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, we discuss introduction to biochemistry. First of all, key concepts. Key concepts includes introduction to biochemistry, history of biochemistry, scope of biochemistry, branches of biochemistry, molecular logics of the living organisms, and the last one we discuss applications of biochemistry. So let's start. Introduction to biochemistry. Biochemistry is the study of the chemical substances and processes that occur in plants, animals and microorganisms, as well as of the changes they undergo during development and life. It is the branch of biology that deals with the study of chemical components and chemical reactions in living organisms. It deals with the chemistry of life and hence dealing with interactions between living organic cells with their surrounding fluids or matter. Biochemistry is the study of the chemistry of cells and organisms. Thus, it is concerned with the types of molecules found in biological systems, their structure and their chemical properties. Biochemistry also deals with the function of these molecules, how they interact and what reactions they undergo. स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम बायोकेमिस्ट्री के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। सबसे पहले देख लेते हैं बायोकेमिस्ट्री क्या है। बायोकेमिस्ट्री बायोलॉजी की एक ब्रांच है जिसमें हम उन प्रोसेस के बारे में पढ़ते हैं जो कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के बारे में होते हैं। इस तरह वर्ड बायोकेमिस्ट्री को भी देख लेते हैं। बायोकेमिस्ट्री दो लफ्ज़ों से मिलकर बना है। फर्स्ट वर्ड है बायो, जिसका मतलब है लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स, और सेकंड वर्ड मीन केमिस्ट्री, यानी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के अंदर जो प्रोसेस हो रहे होते हैं, उनके अंदर जो केमिकल रिएक्शन हो रहे होते हैं, उनकी केमिस्ट्री क्या है, ये सारी बातें हम बायोकेमिस्ट्री में डिस्कस करते हैं। यानी बायोकेमिस्ट्री में हम केमिकल रिएक्शन भी देखते हैं। All chemical changes within the organism, either the degradation of substances generally to gain necessary energy or the build-up of complex molecules necessary for life processes are collectively termed as metabolism. These chemical changes depend on the action of organic catalysts known as enzymes, and enzymes in turn depend for their existence on the genetic apparatus of the cell. लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के अंदर केमिकल रिएक्शन की स्टडी के लिए एक और लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल किया जाता है और वो है मेटाबॉलिज्म। सेल के अंदर जितने भी केमिकल रिएक्शन हो रहे होते हैं उनको हम मेटाबॉलिज्म के अंदर डिस्कस करते हैं। देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ मेटाबॉलिज्म। नंबर वन इज एनाबॉलिज्म, नंबर सेकंड इज कैटाबॉलिज्म। फर्स्ट वी डिस्कस anabolism. The synthesis of complex molecules in living organisms from simpler ones together with the storage of energy, also known as constructive metabolism. For example, photosynthesis is an anabolic process as it combines carbon dioxide and water in the presence of solar energy to form a complex substance called glucose in the leaves. The overall reaction for photosynthesis is 6 carbon dioxide molecules combined with 6 water molecules in the presence of sunlight to produce C6H12O6, also known as glucose, plus 6 oxygen molecules. This is the reaction of photosynthesis. This is the chemical reaction. Further, photosynthesis, like all anabolic processes, consumes energy as glucose is built. Some of this glucose is used by the plant itself, or it can be used as a food source for other organisms. Now, what is catabolism? The breakdown of complex molecules in living organisms to form simpler ones together with the release of energy, also called as destructive metabolism. For example, cellular respiration is a catabolic process during which glucose is broken down to release usable energy for a cell. The overall chemical reaction for cellular respiration is glucose reacts with 6 molecules of oxygen to form 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 water molecules with the release of energy in the form of ATP. As in all catabolic processes, cellular respiration releases energy which can then be harnessed, means used, and used for other reaction in the cell. Cell consists of various molecules, and these molecules perform various functions. Various molecules present in the cell are categorized as organic molecules and inorganic molecules. So first of all, we discuss organic molecules. Organic molecules contain normally carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur. Examples of organic molecules are proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids, lipids, fats, carbohydrates, monosaccharides, disaccharides and polysaccharides, enzymes, etc. These are the examples of organic molecules which consist of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus and sulfur. Inorganic molecules consist of 2 parts. Number 1 is minerals and vitamins, and number 2 is water. So, what are essential minerals for the plants? Essential minerals for the plants consist of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, sulfur, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum and nickel. Essential minerals and vitamins for the animals consist of minerals such as calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, iron, iodine, potassium, copper, chromium, selenium, manganese and zinc. Vitamin which are essential for the animals are vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, B4, B6, B7, B9, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. So next we discuss what are biomolecules. Biomolecules, these are certain molecules which are involved in maintenance and metabolic process of the living organisms or cells. Biomolecules are mainly contain carbon almost 50%, oxygen 20%, hydrogen 10%, nitrogen 8.5%, phosphorus 2.5%, sulfur 0.8%. These 6 molecules together constitutes more than 90% dry weight of the human body. What are the characteristics of the biomolecules? Most of the biomolecules are organic in nature and mentioned under organic molecules. They have characteristic sized and 3-dimensional structure. Functional group present in the biomolecule is responsible for the chemical process. Structure of the biomolecules are generally asymmetrical. Initially, biomolecules will grow due to the chemical reactions. Forces that hold biomolecules together are covalent bonds, hydrogen bonds, ionic bonds, van der Waals forces, and hydrophobic interactions. As is common with organic compounds, many biomolecules exhibit stereochemistry. When 4 different types of atoms or functional groups are bonded to one carbon atom, the carbon is stereogenic and the compound can exist in 2 different isomeric forms that have different configuration in space. So, stereochemistry is important because biological systems usually use only one specific isomer of a given compound. So, what are the types of biomolecules? Biomolecules can be divided into several major classes and a few minor classes. Number A, amino acids and proteins. Amino acids are relatively small molecules with molecular weights around 100 to 200 Dalton. They are used to produce energy or to synthesize other molecules like hormones and to make proteins. Proteins are polymers of amino acids. They fold into specific shapes and range in molecular weight from several thousand to over a million. Protein functions are as enzymes which catalyze reactions, structural elements, transport molecules, and also function as antibodies, etc. B. Carbohydrates, sugars and starches. The smallest carbohydrate are the monosaccharides with molecular weights of around 100 to 200 Daltons. They are a major source of energy for biological systems. Polysaccharides are polymers of monosaccharides with molecular weights often in millions. Polysaccharides have also definite shapes and serves as structural elements or as stored metabolic energy. In the types of molecules, biomolecules, we discuss number C, lipids, includes fats and oils. Lipids are the relatively small water insoluble molecules with molecular weights of up to 750 to 1500 Daltons. Because they are defined by their water insolubility, they are chemically more diverse than the other classes of biomolecules, with about half a dozen major types. Lipids are used for energy production and storage, hormones, structural elements of cell membranes, and vitamins. Lipids do not polymerize to form macromolecules, but they can aggregate non-covalently to form very large structures. D. Nucleotides and nucleic acids. Nucleotides are relatively small molecules with molecular weights in 100 Daltons. They function in transferring energy and in helping enzymes to catalyze reactions. Nucleic acids, which includes DNA and RNA, are large polymers of nucleotides with molecular weights up to into the billions. They form structures like the double helix, and they function in storing, transmitting, and utilizing genetic information. Number E, small organic molecules. In addition to the major classes of biomolecules, there are many relatively small organic molecules required by cells for very specific functions. These molecules do not fall neatly into one of the above major categories. These molecules can be precursors of biomolecules that help enzymes function, often related to vitamins, or can be intermediates in metabolic pathways, etc. Number of inorganic ions. Though not actually biomolecules, many inorganic ions are required by cells, often in trace amounts. These include calcium, sodium, iron, magnesium, potassium, chlorine, etc. Inorganic ions perform a variety of functions such as structural elements, regulation of osmotic pressure, and transport oxygen, sodium, and components of proteins and enzymes. G. Combination of biomolecules. Sometimes one biomolecule can contain components from two of the major classes, such as lipoprotein, lipid plus protein, or a glycoprotein, carbohydrate plus protein. History of biochemistry. It was once thought that chemicals that originated in living organisms could be produced only with the assistance of a vital force and could not be artificially synthesized. This concept, called as vitalism, and was first falsified in 1828 when Frederick Wöhler inadvertently obtained urea, a biological compound, with attempting to prepare ammonium cyanate in a laboratory reaction. In 1833, A. Payen became the first to discover an enzyme diastase, today called as amylase. This discovery was a major step that opened the way toward biochemical research. Later in 1896, Edward Buckner demonstrated that a complex biomolecule process can be made to take place outside of a living cell. Alcoholic fermentation in cell extracts of yeast. Now we continue. In 1869, a substance was isolated from the nuclei of pus cells and was called nucleic acid, which later proved to be deoxyribose nucleic acid and abbreviated as DNA. The term biochemistry was formalized in 1903 by Carl Neuberg, a German chemist. Earlier, this field of science was referred to as physiological chemistry. Since then, tremendous advances have been made in biochemical research, especially since the mid-20th century, with the development of new techniques such as chromatography, X-ray diffraction methods, NMR spectroscopic technique, radioisotopic labeling, electron microscopy, and molecular dynamics simulations. These techniques have allowed for the discovery and detailed analysis of many biological molecules and metabolic pathways within the cells, such as glycolysis and the Krebs cycles. In 1929, the substance adenosine triphosphate was isolated from the muscles. In 1940, Lippmann proposed that ATP is the common form of energy exchange in many cells. The use of radioactive isotopes of chemical elements to trace the pathway of substances in the animal body was initiated in 1935 by two American chemists, Schicklheimer and Rittenberg. That technique provided one of the single most important tools for investigating the complex chemical changes that occur in life process. A significant historic event in biochemistry was the discovery of the gene and its role in the transfer of information in the cell. This area of biochemistry is often known as molecular biology. In the 1950s, James D. Watson, Francis Crick, Franklin, and Wilkins were instrumental in solving the structure of DNA and suggesting its relationship with the genetic transfer of information. They explained how DNA is involved in cell division and in maintaining genetic characteristics. In 1958, George Beetle and Edward Tatum received the Nobel Prize for work with fungi, showing that an enzyme is produced from information stored in a gene. Since then, it has been found that a gene is a segment of DNA that codes for a polypeptide or RNA molecule. More recently, Andrew Z. Fire and Craig Z. Melu received the 2006 Nobel Prize for discovering the role of RNA interference in the silencing of gene expression. Now, what is the scope of biochemistry? Biochemistry is concerned with structural chemistry. It seeks to determine the structures of molecules found in living systems in order to understand structure-function relationships. Biochemistry is also concerned with chemical change. This is reflected in the study of metabolic pathways. Biochemistry is concerned with information which has accumulated through evolution and is preserved in DNA or sometime RNA. These nucleic acid sequence code for amino acid sequences which result in folded proteins. These proteins are often catalyst enzymes, and some of them are regulated, able to sense the chemical state inside a cell and in some cases the outside. Now, the branches of biochemistry. Biochemistry is the vast field of study. The branches of biochemistry are enzymology, study of enzyme; immunology is the study of immune system; genetics, study of genes, genetic variation and heredity in organisms; molecular biology, study that deals with the structure and function of the macromolecules including proteins and nucleic acid; plant biochemistry is the study of biochemistry of autotrophic organisms such as photosynthesis and other plant-specific biochemical processes. The plant and herb fungi produce through their metabolism a vast variety of chemical substances. Animal biochemistry is the study of different chemical reactions going on in the body of animal for life. Metabolism is a term that is used to describe all chemical reactions involved in maintaining the living state of the cells and the organism. Cell biology is concerned with the study of structure and function of cells. Medical biochemistry is the study of biochemical exchanges that occur within the human body in the context of medicine, usually in terms of drug interaction or cellular responses to disease or stimulation. Molecular logics of the living organisms. Number 1. Biochemistry seeks to explain life in chemical terms. The molecules of which living organisms are composed conform to all the familiar laws of chemistry, but they also interact with each other in accordance with another set of principles which we shall refer to collectively as the molecular logic of life. These principles are a set of relationships characterizing the nature, function and interaction of biomolecules. If living organisms are composed of molecules that are intrinsically inanimate, which mean not alive, how do these molecules confer the remarkable combination of characteristics we call life? How is it that a living organism appears to be more than some of its inanimate parts? Philosopher once answered that living organisms are endowed with a mysterious and divine life force, but this doctrine, vitalism, has been firmly rejected by modern science. Now continue molecular logics of the living organisms. The basic goal of the science of biochemistry is to determine how the collections of inanimate molecules that constitute living organisms interact with each other to maintain and perpetuate life. Although biochemistry yield important insights and practical applications in medicine, agriculture, nutrition, and industry. It is ultimately concerned with the wonder of life itself. Chemical unity underlies biological diversity. A massive oak tree, an eagle that soars above it, and a soil bacterium that grows among its roots appear superficially to have very little in common. However, 100 years of biochemical research has revealed that living organisms are remarkably alike at the microscopic and chemical levels. Biochemistry seeks to describe in molecular terms those structures, mechanisms, and chemical processes shared by all organisms and to discover the organizing principles that underlie life in all of its diverse forms. Although there is a fundamental unity to life, it is important to recognize at the outset that very few generalizations about living organisms are absolutely correct for every organism under every condition. The range of habitats in which organisms live, from hot spring to Arctic tundra, from animal intestines to college dormitories, is matched by a correspondingly wide range of specific biochemical adaptations. These adaptations are integrated within the fundamental chemical framework shared by all organisms. Macromolecules are constructed from a new simple compounds. Most of the molecular constituents of living systems are composed of carbon atoms which are covalently joined with other carbon atoms and with hydrogen, oxygen or nitrogen. The special bonding properties of carbon permit the formation of a great variety of molecules. Organic compounds of molecular weight less than about 500 Dalton, such as amino acids, nucleotides, and monosaccharides, serve as monomeric subunits of proteins, nucleic acids, and polysaccharides, respectively. A single protein molecule may have 1000 or more amino acids, and deoxyribonucleic acid has millions of nucleotides. Each cell of the bacterium Escherichia coli, E. coli, contains more than 6,000 different kinds of organic compounds, including about 3,000 different proteins and a similar number of different nucleic acid molecules. In humans, there may be tens of thousands of different kinds of proteins as well as many types of polysaccharides, chains of simple sugars, a variety of lipids, and many other compounds of lower molecular weight. To purify and to characterize thoroughly all of these molecules would be an insuperable task, were it not for the fact that each class of macromolecules, proteins, nucleic acid, polysaccharides, is composed of a small common set of monomeric subunits. These monomeric subunits can be covalently linked in a virtually limitless variety of sequences, just as the 26 letters of the English alphabet can be arranged into limitless number of words, sentences, or books. Deoxyribonucleic acid DNA are constructed from only 4 different kinds of simple monomeric subunits. The deoxyribonucleotides. Ribonucleic acids are composed of just 4 types of ribonucleotides. Proteins are composed of 20 different kinds of amino acids. Applications of biochemistry. Biochemistry used in everywhere in life, like medical, plant, agriculture, and nutrition, etc. Some of the important applications of biochemistry are: increase fertility. Number 1. By using biochemistry, fertility can be increased. An agriculturist can use biochemistry tools to recognize plant conditions that can experiments to enhance fertility. Number 2. Increase growth. By understanding the reaction between pesticide and crop in the cell, concept of biochemistry can help to increase the growth of plants. Disease control. Biochemistry can help to control disease in the field and to give treatment of this disease. Different techniques are used to check disease in plant, and it could be control. In animal husbandry, it helps to diagnose the disease in animal, and these diseases could be controlled by using biochemistry techniques. Soil condition. Biochemistry helps to understand the condition of soil, their composition and deficiency, and help to enhance soil condition. Blood test. For hepatitis diagnosis, serum or blood test is referred. This type of test is concerned with qualitative and quantitative liver function test. Blood glucose level, such as sugar test, is for diabetic patient. CBC, complete blood count, is also helpful to understand the patient health. For ketones, body test, urine test is referred. Biochemistry used in all these above tests. In liver test, biochemistry can help to understand the liver condition of patient. PCR test is used for qualitative and quantitative analysis of hepatitis B and C. Kidney function test. For kidney, urine test is taken to check pH, color change of urine. These conditions tell the problem of kidney. Urea, creatinine and uric acid abnormalities can also detect the function of kidney. Alpha fetoprotein test, abbreviated as AFP test. Alpha fetoprotein is the marker detector. This test is taken in liver poor condition to check either patient has liver disorder or liver cancer. Now continue the applications of biochemistry. ESR test, which is also known as erythrocyte sedimentation rate test. ESR test is used to check person health condition. If its value will high, it means that there is inflammation in the body of a patient. Biotechnology industry. Biotechnology is a field of applied biology that involves using living organisms and bioprocesses to create or modify products for a specific use. The cultivation of plants has been viewed as the earliest example of biotechnology and the precursor to modern genetic engineering and cell and tissue culture technologies. Pharmaceutical industry. The pharmaceutical industry develops, produces and markets drugs licensed for use as medication for humans or animals.
Assignment. Write more applications of biochemistry in different fields. Draw a label diagram of cell. Indicate functions of various parts of cell.
Thank you.